Keymc, and we are back in with more reactions. This channel is growing, y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing. It's finally trying to, get off the ground, trying to, get somewhere. But listen, we got the Florida drill rapper whose father testified he's a killer. His father testified that he's a killer. So let's go ahead. Let's check this out, man. Let's get into it. We ain't got nothing else to do but to get into the reaction. Into it.
July 28th, 2025. A courthouse within the state of Florida would set an example on national television, a message to the streets of America that there is no honor amongst thieves. But the defendant isn't charged with stealing, he's charged with taking lives. Man, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on KSOO and his own father taking the stand.
Okay, so his name is KSOO. His own father testified that he's a killer
Against him. 26-year-old Hakeem Robinson, who's more commonly known as the rapper KSOO, has famously made a name within Jacksonville's drill scene as a member of ATK with his close association to Young and Ace. A rap rivalry would seemingly end with the death of Julio Fulio, who was assassinated in Tampa on June of 2024. But KSOO wasn't free to celebrate the drill victory, as he was arrested years prior in 2020. KSOO is currently standing trial as he is facing first-degree murder for the broad day shooting of Charles Lil Buck McCormick, who was ambushed in a plaza after leaving a job interview. A witness at trial would describe seeing Lil Buck lifeless after the shooting.
Charles was?
I did.
Now, how close would you say you got to him?
All the way to him.
And what did you see?
His leg was separated and half his face was gone. His teeth were on the sidewalk.
The Jacksonville Police Department would reveal they used forensic video as well as 3D laser modeling experts to study and determine the height, weight, and build of the shooter seen on video to compare it to KSOO's dimensions. The two additional suspects who took part in the killing were excluded as their body type did not fit the shooters, while KSOO was not excluded. Meaning they used all this scientific shit and still can't determine if it was him or not, but they know it wasn't the other two. Additional evidence would include KSOO's fingerprint left on a rifle found in a crashed vehicle and his hair on a t-shirt. But this wasn't shit compared to what's next. Dominique Barnes, aka Butter, was the driver during the murder. To save himself, he admitted his participation in the murder and agreed to testify against his former friend KSOO. KSOO's lawyers would argue Butter is nothing more than a paid hitman attempting to save himself, as Butter is testifying for a lesser sentence to secure a 20-year prison deal for 2 murders. And while being betrayed by a friend can be a major blow, in all honesty, it isn't shit compared to what's next. 52-year-old Abdul Robinson Sr., who's more commonly known amongst the streets of Jacksonville as Blue, is none other than KSOO's father. Blue would also be arrested in this case and charged with accessory after the fact after receiving a call, driving to the shooting scene, and helping Butter and another man named ATK Scotty escape. Facing up to 60 years in prison, Blue would agree to a plea deal reducing his potential sentence to no more than 20 years, while agreeing to testify against his own son.
Damn, that's fucked up. They got the same nose. His nose a little bigger. But so basically the father testified against KSOO. That's crazy. Your own blood? They say your family they say the family be the worst ones.
Writing, the state would agree to recommend a sentence of only 76 months, or just over 6 years. Blue would be exposed 2 years prior, when video of his police interrogation dropped where he could be seen naming his son as the shooter. But on July 28th, Blue took the stand, facing his own son, his own flesh and blood, and said this.
What do you think?
Mountain Mike's always had a presence in our community, and it was just a brand that I could.
Sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter. My 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm gonna come take her to the daddy-daughter dance. And she asked me over each year when I'm gonna come take her there, and I keep letting her down.
I ain't gonna lie though, if KSOO ever get out, he gonna kill his daddy. He gonna kill his daddy. He gonna kill him. He gonna end up doing something to him. Your own daddy, you know he pissed off.
Your daughter, my 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm gonna come take her to the daddy-daughter dance. And she asked me over each year when I'm gonna come take her there, and I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm gonna come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me when I'm gonna come see him, when he begging me, please come see me, daddy. He wanna teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family.
So if part of your family completely cut you out,
Yeah.
is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life.
You became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick, is that correct?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that recording.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
Damn, he didn't want to really say it, but it's like he want to get out of jail. But like shit, he talking like he got other kids. Shit, I wouldn't want to be around you. You didn't snitched on one of your kids. You ain't to be trusted. You ain't to be trusted.
Shooting Charles McCormick.
My son.
He didn't really want to say it, but it's like at the same time, nigga, do I want to stay in this motherfucker or do I want to get out? Do I want to stay? That motherfucker said, my son. It's either do you want to stay in jail or you want to get out. That nigga that snitched.
What's your son's name?
King.
Now, Young and Ace recently said he spent $50,000 on KSOO's lawyers, and professional arguments sound great until your own dad tells the courts you did it. If the getaway driver snitching wasn't already bad enough, KSOO's own damn dad is saying he did it. And keep in mind, this isn't KSOO's only murder case. He's also charged with killing 16-year-old Lil Bibby, a close friend to the late Julio Fulio. While ATK has seemingly won the war in Jacksonville, this is just one of many casualties of war in the streets. Death and prison. With a slim chance of beating this case, KSOO faces another, and nobody is guaranteed to walk away for snitching either. KSOO's dad can get all the way up to 20 years even after testifying. But if the state and judge goes through with it,
Hold on, he could get how many years?
this is another, and nobody is guaranteed to walk away for snitching either. KSOO's dad can get all the way up to 20 years even after testifying.
So he could get. So now he get lesser years, I believe, 20 years. But before I think he was gonna get a lot more.
The state and judge goes through with the deal, KSOO's dad could be home within a year.
Damn! He said KSOO's dad can be. He snitched on his son, bro, to get out of that prison. He was like, it's either stay in this motherfucker or get out. He want to get out. But the only thing is, if KSOO ever get out, he gon' I'm sorry. I think he should stay. I think the dad should try to. I don't know. Now he done snitched. He finna get out, but like, they finna send some kind of hitman towards him, or something. They finna kill KSOO dad. He get out. Either KSOO gonna get him because like you done snitched on your own son. They finna be after you.
Time he's already done in jail. Butter snitched for 20 years, so he doesn't have to die in prison. Because of his role in 2 murders, he still won't be home until he's well over 40 years old, and that's if he doesn't get his sentence reduced by a prison knife. But we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now, if this isn't a prime example of there's no loyalty in the streets, I don't know what is. This man's own father testified against him, calling his own son a reliable shooter, saying he's heard about the work his son has put in on the streets, and saying, yeah, that video, that's him, that's my son. I can't imagine how it feels to be KSOO. Not only did your homie fold, but that's expected, right? Most people get told on by their homies. But your own father. And his father, the craziest thing, and I saw it in the comment section, people pointing it out. His father gave a reason for snitching. And he has these other little kids asking him when he's gonna see them, when he's gonna take them to school, when he's gonna do this, when he's gonna do that. And if you had did that for fucking KSOO, none of this would even be a thing. If you were...
Are you thinking about starting your service company? House Call Pro works for a variety of different industries. HVAC.
If you were a parent then, you wouldn't be using being a parent as an excuse to get out of the situation you're now in. You only want to be a parent because you don't want to go do 20 years.
Like, I feel like y'all think he lying. He said, well, my daughter said this and my son said this. They want to see their daddy. That's why I want to get out. When he fucking get out, he ain't even gonna be thinking about them damn kids. He gonna say, fuck them kids. He gonna say, fuck them kids when he get out. He ain't gonna think about them kids. He just trying to get out of jail.
And it's sad.
It is
This
sad.
is the situation. KSOO's dad clearly wasn't a positive influence on his life. Blue had a name in Jacksonville. And apparently they say he cooperated back in the 90s or the early 2000s. I don't know if that's true or false. But his dad is very much a street dude. So you're the very same person that gave KSOO the image in which he wanted to be. You gave him the blueprint. And when he became more of a solidified gangster than you, and you got involved in his shit, because you decided to pick up a phone and go pick people up after they just committed a broad day shooting, blew this kid's face off, then the 2 others broke into a lady's home, held her hostage, changed into her husband's clothes until they got picked up by you, and now you want to fold and testify against everybody. Me personally, I don't feel like Blue was a victim in this case. I don't feel like KSOO was a victim in this case. I feel like KSOO was a victim of circumstance. Clearly he was raised amongst irresponsible parents. He was raised by Blue, who projected he was a gangster, and KSOO had that instilled in him at an early age. And growing up in Jacksonville, he became what he became, right? If he did this, he's obviously gonna have to pay the consequence. If he didn't, it would be fucking insane to see him beat this case. And then he has another murder case on top of that. I'm not even gonna get started about the Bibby case because KSOO has so many songs and videos dissing Bibby. If he actually did that, you pretty much just gave yourself a sentence with the amount of self-snitching he's done. But this is a reality within the streets of America. Y'all want to go to war in the streets? Well, this is a casualty of war. You die, innocent people die, you go to prison, you go to jail, you lose everything, you never come home. And I think one of the craziest aspects about this case is when I early on started getting paperwork, Jacksonville was the easiest place to do it. You go on the core website, Duval County Clerk, and you can look up any paperwork in Jacksonville, any arrest, whatever. That's literally how they were able to find Charles Lil Buck McCormick. They went on the core website, saw he had a traffic ticket, saw his address, went to his crib, followed him to the plaza, and murdered him. The same way I'm finding paperwork on rappers in criminal cases is the same way they found an address and identified the vehicle so they could murder somebody. That's the scary thing about public information, is when it falls into the wrong hands. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. Do y'all think KSOO has a chance of beating this case? Is it over with for him? And should the father have been loyal and kept his mouth shut? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
A real father wouldn't have snitched on their son like that. If they really love their son, they love their kids, they not gonna snitch. And that's just, I feel like that's how I feel about it, man. You just snitched on your son to get out of jail. They saying he can get out within a year. And then, like you said, like he wasn't no good, figure. He was no good father figure to his son, KSOO. Cause they saying that his father was out in the streets bad back in the day. He was in the streets. So kids, I always say kids go by what they see. But make sure y'all stay tuned for more videos. Y'all want to see more on this channel, keep on subscribing because this channel is going to get better. And this channel is going to grow just as well as my main channel. So keep on subscribing. KeymcGaming, thank y'all. I'm out.